Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Outer Worlds. So, I've been pretty busy the last few days, so I haven't been able to get back into the game. But now, here we are. So, we are back on the Groundbreaker. We need to go tell somebody that we, spared. Was it Chartran? I forget what the name is. Yeah. Let's talk to Lilia and let her know that we did not kill Chartrand. Um, and then I have to buy spacer armor. Yo, what's going on, Albert? I'm doing all right. Some rough stuff going on still at work, but the good thing is my client seems to be out of the intensive care unit and is in a regular hospital room, so he's not dying on us yet. So he's hanging in there, fighting hard. So that certainly, makes my life a little bit easier. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it works out. We'll see. I mean, it's part of the job. These things happen, but, you don't want it to. What are you guys staring at? Hi, Lilia. You're probably going to be pissed when I tell you that I didn't kill somebody because there's no damn aliens.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience.
That's right.
As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file.
I don't care.
Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here?
Yeah, there's no aliens, you idiot. And you misunderstood her research. She's the best shot at survival.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start.
Yeah,
Out
except
of my office.
she didn't kill them, you dink.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
The thanks we get for showing a little integrity.
Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous.
Pow. I'm sure I read that before. Alright, so let's go buy some spacer gear. Albert saying, did I ever ask you what your job is? I don't know, maybe. But, I take care of the mentally handicapped. So, I work overnight shifts. And I work one-on-one with a client who... there is no, specific designation for his disability other than saying it as simple as, he's mentally retarded. That is his actual diagnosis. Because he doesn't have Down syndrome or Asperger's or anything like that. It's just there's something that's not quite working, quote-unquote, normal in his head.
You should give our latest product a try. Holly Holly Toxi-Free. Now with activated charcoal.
Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin. Still wearing the hat?
You know this guy?
How observant. I'm authorized to state that this uniform is more than headgear. It's a state of mind. And our customers know the difference.
Okay.
Have a look.
Albert saying, alright, that sounds quite difficult and exhaustive. My brother works with autistic people. Yeah, it's... I mean, don't get me wrong. It's something that, you feel fulfilling. It's something that's fulfilling. You actually have meaning with a job instead of, you're not just, clocking in and clocking out, assembling something over and over and over all day long or standing behind a desk, not that there's anything wrong with that if that would be your, your job, but like personally, it's not something I could do. Like I would go nuts. Like I wouldn't be able to handle it. Right control. I need something that's straight up marked as for spacer gear. There we go. No, spacer's choice. See, I don't know. So this is cheap. Alright, I'll come back to him. See if there's I forget if the old lady here, she sells clothes. See, he's a spacer. I have the goggles.
Gracious.
Hello.
I was just sitting down for tea.
That's what you said last time I was here.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow.
Okay. Nope. Shit. I was saying, yeah, you like working with people and you like making a difference for people in need. That is the best kind of job. I mean, in the sense you actually help people. Yeah, exactly. You know, like I said, I don't, talk trash on anybody who, works a job like what I was describing, something that you're just kind of doing a day-to-day grind. I personally would lose my mind doing that. Like, I don't function well in that kind of a environment. Damn. But yeah, at least like with the job I have, I at least feel like I'm doing something where I'm making a difference. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I'm having a direct impact on someone's life. So it's not just a regular job. Yeah, this is all troop armor. That's not spacer gear. Where the hell do I get spacer gear from? Albert saying, agreed, me too. After 8 hours working at my supermarket for 3 days, I can't do it for like a week. Yeah, it's, I've done that kind of stuff when I was younger, and it's just, I figured out a long time ago that it's just not for me.
Have you seen this man?
Like, I can't work in retail, like I can't sell stuff to people, like doing retail for like sales jobs and whatnot, because people in general tend to grate on my nerves. So yeah, it doesn't really work for me. I swear I had. Oh, believe me, a job is a job. You know what I mean? But again, it's like if you're doing something that's making you miserable,
Itching to whack someone
it's not
over
something
the head?
you want to do long
We can help
term.
with that.
I'm looking for armor. Spacer gear. Spacer's gear. There we go. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of these, don't I? Crew outfit. I don't have one of these. I'm going to buy it. I'm buying it only because I don't have it. You know what's really annoying is how many times I've had these and I've sold them and got rid of them, not realizing that I'm going to need it. Okay. Sell some junk. Albert, I think I'll be streaming for like another hour. And then I'm gonna have to head out,
I know you were trying to stop.
at least for a little while,
Put a couple of bits in
before
Ferris
going into
pool.
work.
1,000 says we-
CMP,
Alright.
I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good
It just me, or has it been deader than usual around?
Slap your whole family.
Alright, so at least now I've got the other two outfits I need to model. Oh, and I have to talk to Parvati on the ship. Alright, Albert, we'll see you in a bit. I'm not sure if Parvati is going to ask Junli out on a date now, or if there was something else we had to do. Because she wouldn't discuss whatever we had to discuss on the ship earlier, but now that we're on the groundbreaker, maybe it'll activate whatever that part of the mission is. All right. Let me just double check here. So I have Marauder armor, which I can break down. I have the Iconoclast armor. Elite troop armor. Okay, so some of these things I haven't broken down. That's why I was holding on to it. Marauder armor. Break that down. Marauder helmet. Break it down. Iconoclast armor. I need that. Spacer's gear. And Spacer's goggles. Iconoclast helmet. Iconoclast armor. Okay, so I can get rid of... I have two of these, so I can get rid of this one. And I don't need that. I don't need that. Pardon me. At least I don't think I do. That's actually pretty solid armor. That's actually better than what I have. I should boost that up a bit. Oh, that's why, because it's medium armor, and I didn't want the. Okay. Well, I don't need this, I don't think, but I'm gonna hold on to. I'm gonna hold on to the Marauder armor just in case it turns out that I'm gonna need it. So, but Spacer's gear. What does this look like? Cool. Alright. Parvati.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
Did I see this
That's on
already?
account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work with it. You're in control here, Parvati, not the gun. Don't let a hunk of metal jerk you around. You've been around powerful machinery all your life, and you're always in control.
Alright, I
right?
already saw this.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
You look terrific. Except you're not wearing the stuff you're supposed to wear.
Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Yo. Yeah. Word. Okay. I totally missed that conversation. Why am I in my room all of a sudden? How did I warp into here? Alright, let me, real quick. Transfer the crew outfit. Head to the kitchen. That's why it sent me up to my room.
Greetings, customer.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do
Meanwhile,
whatever it
June Lee
was,
looks
make
filthy.
Sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
Aww. How are you kids getting along?
My father and I were often at loggerheads. He had notions of how the station should be run, and I had others. He was fond of saying, "You think Groundbreaker pays for itself? Someone's got to cover the bills," when I chafed against his deference to the board.
Sounds like he was afraid of him.
He was, and he was right to be. Didn't mean I had to like it.
Captain, no spine.
I could see why Parvati seemed so happy here.
What about your mama? I don't mean to pry, you just hardly mention her, and I've been wondering.
She passed when I was small. Taught me how to change a fuse on her deathbed. Even sick, she was patient with me. She kept exhaustive journals of my childhood, my father said. Like she was A/B testing child rearing.
Must be you got that exacting nature from her.
Exacting is a kind way to put it. Inflexible, my father would have said. Bullheaded. Cold.
Hehehehe.
Look at me. All dressed up for once.
I appreciate you making the time for this.
Isn't this swell?
Thank you for welcoming me aboard your ship. I'm trusting you to keep Parvati safe. She means the stars to me. You've got a capable crew. That speaks well of your leadership.
June called me pretty. I'm having the best time.
Alright, good. I'm gonna leave you here then. Exit the unreliable. Did we already switch back to, No. Now that I've spied on their date...
Stay safe out there.
I wonder if I was supposed to take her with me. I hope not. Come on now. That's enough. Come on, loading screen. Moving on. Here we go. Okay. Are you serious? You made me exit the ship and then get back on it. You're forcing me to sit through 2 loading screens. That's annoying. There's a better way they could have handled this. They could have had me talk to Ada or something, or one of the other crew members.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Yeah, I hope you all remember this. So, how'd it go?
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
Well, did it go well?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited.
Whoa.
So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And I was like, "Yeah, new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
So you laid out the meal, you brought June in and started the music?
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustback casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
So the meal went well, and I almost said the dessert too.
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
And?
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
Wow, you can really be a jerk if you want to. All right, well, what happened next?
Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes!
Yay! What about your disinterest in physical affection?
We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it would work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that.
Well, that was very sweet. Congratulations.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Alright, that sounds like a good deal. Okie dokie. Now, we have to go back to Byzantium. And oh yeah, we gotta talk to her, Sophia. We also have to go to Fallbrook. But since there's 2 things to do in Byzantium, that's what we're doing first. picture of Junlei and Parvati. Is that now magically in my...
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Or is that in her room? Because I was going to say, why would that be mine? Oh, cool! I didn't notice this before. Given you by Sublate Salvage and Shipping for being Employee of the Month. Alright. And I honestly don't remember that being on the bed, but I'm sure it was. I just don't recall. Alright, so Parvati's room is where I'm guessing. Okay, where's the picture of them? Okay. How is this picture not in Parvati's room? Or unless it just hasn't appeared yet. We probably have to exit the ship and then come back. That's fine. That's what we were gonna do anyway. Alright.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
We sure are. Alright. I don't think I've... No. I haven't brought Felix with me. In fact, I'm not even sure if we had Felix with us for any mission on Terra 2. I could be wrong. I just don't remember. Maybe we did. All right. Come on. There we go. Bing. All right now. Hello.
Pretend we're strangers. The board's always watching.
Okay. I don't know you. I can... Nice. The only thing is it gets pretty expensive for my buddies. Now, hopefully I don't forget where to go to get back to this.
Yeah, boss?
Nothing.
Something on your mind?
No.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Like me pushing you over the edge?
Anti-Creon's antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything antibiotics cannot stop will probably still be.
I've always loved this.
Hey, guess what? I got 2 more outfits to show you. Look at this ridiculous outfit.
Goodness. Look at those atrocious contours. The sheer brutality of its design offends the senses and shocks the mind into a state of palpable excitement. I adore it. One outfit left. Do hurry, my dear. The bird of inspiration is about to take flight.
Okay. Look at me, I'm cool.
Like a star, darling. Square your shoulders. Hand on your hip. Eyebrow cocked. Yes. Perfect. My heart is all aflutter. Yes, that's it. I have it. I know exactly what we're doing. Brace yourself, my dear. We're going to call this style Barbarian Chic.
Okay.
The saucy confidence of a spacer. The raw contempt of an iconoclast. The brutish musk of a marauder. And the pièce de résistance. Monster leather. 1 part mantiquine chitin, 3 parts hide from a raptidon's flank, and let's say, 8 strips of primal leather. No, make that 10.
Do I have to go collect this stuff? Oh, I was expecting a simple modeling job.
We're revolutionizing the fashion of Byzantium. Our work is anything but simple.
Well, I'm not some backwater laborer, Celeste. I don't work for free.
I love the way you just smolder with contempt. It makes me want to spoil you. Here, treat yourself to a nice new gun or something.
For $3.75.
Get this done for me, and I'll have you strutting about in a Jolicoeur original. You will be the envy of Byzantium.
Okay. God damn it. Ten primal leathers. 3 Raptidon flanks. And Mantiqueen. Emerald Veil. That's back on Terra 2. So 2 things I can get on Monarch. Ay, ay, ay. The aggravating thing is she's not in a regular spot for in Byzantium. Like, I can't just reach her easily.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going?
Wait. Can I?
Is Matthew still drinking?
I just don't get how you can be so casual about your integrity, Ellie. Way I see it, you're either standing up to the board, or you're standing up for him.
I know nuance ain't exactly your strong suit, but it's not that simple. Grow a few hairs on your chest and you'll see.
Ooh.
I might not have your schooling, but at least I stand for something.
And you'll fall for anything. That's how the saying goes.
Well, that's not exactly how the saying goes. It's actually, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. But you know, we don't. La 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 la. You guys don't mind me marching right through here, right? Good. Okay, so I didn't realize it's just a different landing pad. I, for some reason, was convinced that I was gonna have to go to a different part, like a separate area of the map that would require me getting on the ship and flying there and then debarking. But I was wrong. I'm glad I was. Alright, we gotta go up again. Hello guys, remember me? Remember how we caused trouble the last time we were here? Well, you guys are not an easy conversation. Okay, we're just gonna walk on past you guys. Hello.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival.
Okay. So tell me why you wanted to see me?
I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry.
Maybe.
The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
So that's your solution? Put the whole colony on ice. People ain't gonna stand for this. We'll fight back. We'll tear down the walls of Byzantium.
No, Mr. Millstone, you will not. The workers of Halcyon will do exactly as they are told, as they always have. Your dreams of a people's revolution are the juvenile fantasies of a frustrated child.
What's in this for you?
Whoa.
There's gotta be an angle. There always is for people like you.
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill, but I'm not doing this for any personal gain.
Yeah, right.
My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means possible. Nothing more, and nothing less. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it.
We need to talk about this lifetime employment program.
I'll answer however I can.
You don't honestly believe all of it, right?
The lifetime employment program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the fine print. The program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work.
Yeah, I saw the presentation. Rockwell wants to sacrifice the colony.
Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as Byzantium survives, Halcyon may one day recover from the collapse. We must protect this city at any cost. Help me execute the lifetime employment program, and you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want for nothing.
Yeah, right.
We need to talk about Emerald Vale. Thanks to your meddling, Edgewater is without power.
Yep.
Operations have ground to a halt.
Indeed.
You've left us with a useless town draining our resources.
Oh well.
Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out.
What?
No survivors.
Are you out of your mind? We're not gonna murder a town of innocent people.
You will do exactly as you're told, or I will have you shot for insubordination.
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony. I'd expect you to understand, Dr. Fenhill. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you.
The hell did they do to deserve that?
When you diverted power to the botanical lab, you spelled the end of Edgewater. But the town is still hanging on, still living off whatever meager resources we send them. With every passing day, Edgewater leeches more of our limited resources. The town is a rotting limb, and we must be surgeons.
Yeah, well, we're talking about human lives.
Edgewater's workers consume 6 times as many resources as they produce. The best thing that town can do for its colony is to die. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony. It must be severed.
I get the analogy. You said it over and over and over again.
We don't have any other option. The colony is on the verge of collapse, and we no longer have the luxury of easy solutions.
You're out of your mind.
No. Allowing thousands of colonists to starve to death because we couldn't make one cold-blooded decision is insane. What I'm suggesting is absolutely logical. Steel your spine, Captain. Do what needs to be done.
Hell no.
Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order.
I don't really have a choice, do I?
Not true. You can choose to say, "Yes, ma'am," or "At once, Madam Adjutant," or "As you wish," or even, "I'll take care of it."
Go to hell.
I'm disappointed. I was so sure you had potential.
Heads up!
Oh, and now we're fighting. I probably should have said I'll do it, but...
That's the last of them.
She didn't have anything on her? Really? Yeah. What? You said 7:30. Okay, well, you got like 10 minutes. Yeah, it takes us like 10 minutes to get there. Okay. Well, just give me a minute. Love you. I'm pretty convinced I didn't need to do that. I think when the first choice pops up, that's what they want you to do, to continue your current mission, but can't get in there, huh? Any other rooms to possibly get in? Oh yeah, I couldn't get in there. What was this? Alright, different elevator. Don't recall exactly where this goes, but we're gonna have to shoot our way out of here. Alright, here we go.
Jackass is incoming!
I got another fight in me. They're on us. Attack!
I can't believe we were supposed to destroy an entire colony.
Make him regret it.
That's one down!
I just want to make sure I don't have any botched missions, like that didn't end up being a... Speak to Percival. Turn to Orson. So I'm thinking I shouldn't have done that. So I am going to jump back a little bit. So we'll see, because I mean, I want to get the most story out of this that I possibly can. But I am going to pick this up in a little while. I need to take my son for an interview. Well, nope. We gotta go further back than that. Whoops. So I will start the next stream where we'll say, okay, fine, we'll do it. And obviously we won't go through with it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for now. Like I said, I'll be back on a little bit later, and we'll pick this up from where I'm leaving off. But anyway, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification button, do all the YouTube stuff. And until the next time, as always, peace.